I'm going to do a very brief demo for georeferencing an image. And the first thing you want to do is open up your MXD, and you never want to put a layer with no georeference as your first layer in your table of contents, because what will happen, oh, where did I put all that stuff? So I'm going to go ahead and add this image, and I get a warning. It doesn't know where it is. It draws it. And I want to put it in the real world, so I'm going to add my base map. And my base map is now doesn't know where to put that, and so my world imagery actually doesn't show up. It confuses the whole thing. So a fairly easy fix is to go into my layers and choose the coordinate system geographic reference of the aerial image. So here is the world as it should be. If I zoom to this layer, it is in an unknown location in the world. So there it is. So now I'm going to go through the process of georeferencing that. So first I want to find out where that is really, and it is Lake Abert in eastern Oregon. So I'm going to get that as close to the size of the image as I can. And then I'm going to turn on the georeferencing toolbar, and the tool sees my Lake Abert, and I'm going to say fit to display, and now my image is coming in pretty dang close to where it should be. Now this image is a little difficult because there aren't really clear-cut roads to make my connections, but it's not undoable. So I'm going to open up the link table, and I'm going to undo the auto adjust on the link table, and I'm going to try to move this a little bit out of the way of the picture here. And then these are my control points, and the control points work in that I click on the image and then I click on the real world where that should be. So I'm going to start, I would pick a really hard one for a demo, but anyway, let's see if that fault or cliff shows up. Yeah, it does. I can see it there. So I'm going to click here for my first point and there for my second point. I think if I go down, oh, that changes the imagery. I hate that. Esri makes me mad. Okay, so now I'm just going to try to get a corner up here. Now, it would be much easier if I had roads. I think that's that cliff there. Yeah. No, I did the top of that cliff. Okay, so I want to remove that one. And I'm going to go ahead. So I did the top of that ridge and the top of that ridge. Cool. I should be able to see that tributary there. I do, and I'm going to go ahead and get kind of generally that spot and that spot. And then I'd like to pin something down at the bottom here so that I'm getting it a little closer. There's a little ridge point there, and I can see it here as well. So I'm going to click there and there, and then maybe something over here. Oh, that's a nice little steep ridge. I think I'm going to go with that little promenade or point. Yeah, there it is. So I'm going to click there. Oh, that's pretty close there. So I'm going to get all of those points, and then I'm going to choose Auto Adjust and turn this back on. And this should, let me zoom out a little bit. This should be pretty close, and I think I see continuation along that ridge. And that looks pretty good. I'm not unhappy with that. And then I can change the properties of this a little bit to make it a transparency. And that looks good. Now, once I get the image where I want it, I'm going to actually export that file. And I'm going to choose the spatial reference of the data frame and put it somewhere special on my desktop and call it And now when that comes in, if I look at the properties for this, it will have a spatial reference where this map or this image does not have a spatial reference. It's not supposed to have a spatial reference. Why does it have a spatial reference? Wow, I wish I could take that last couple minutes off this recording, but maybe because I put it in the map document. More later.